Love is your very being. As you allow yourself to love this beingness, it reveals itself as both the source of love and its expression. You see all with love and as love, and there's a profound sense of happiness and well-being. Welcome to Letting Go and the Greatest Secret, where we explore the end of your suffering and the beginning of lasting happiness. I'm Hale Dwoskin. Normally, a featured guest joins me for a conversation to share insights into living a life of deep joy and unshakable peace. Every now and then, it's just you and me, and today is one of those episodes. One of my favorite quotes from Nisargadatta is very simple. Nisargadatta Maharaj says, "Love that which loves." Now, it's both an exploration or an invitation for an exploration, and it's also something that you'll just notice. As you discover the source of love, you fall in love with it naturally. But before we explore that a little, let me just speak a little bit about what love is. Love, in my experience, is just beingness. That simple, wonderful sense of I that is at the heart of every experience. That awareness, that knowingness, that knows the experience you're having in this moment and the experiences you had in the imaginary past. This knowingness or beingness is always present, always full, always quite natural to every experience. Because it is unchanging, we often miss it. It appears to be in the background for most of us, if we're even aware of it. We're usually not aware of it because we're more aware of the objects of our attention, our thoughts, our feelings, our beliefs, our ideas, and all our sense perceptions. For most of us, we live in a world where that's all we experience. But as we start to explore the truth of who we are, at first, this being awareness or presence or love that we are starts to be noticed as the background of all experience. And as you keep paying attention to it, it starts to move into the foreground. And then as you keep exploring it, you discover that that being awareness or love is both that which contains all experience, but is also the essence or that which all experience is made of. And as this unfolds for you, everything is transformed. There is a profound sense of happiness and well-being that comes from knowingly being that beingness or awareness or love. And one of the ways you can nurture this is to allow yourself to start by paying attention even a little more throughout your day to that being awareness or that love that's always right here, right now. The more you give it your attention, the more it appears to be in the foreground. until you reach a point where there's no difference between that being awareness and the objects of experience. The boundaries, since they're completely artificial, melt. They dissolve, revealing that being awareness or that love that you are is always all that is experienced. Even when we appear to be very busy, or even when there appears to be a profound disturbance in our experience. And again, don't take my word for this. Allow yourself to just be open to this, at least as a possibility. The more you allow yourself to be open to this, at least as a possibility, the more it reveals itself to itself. You are this being awareness now. We've just gotten confused, thinking that we are a person having an individual experience of objects that are separate from us. And this all dissolves naturally as you just simply allow yourself to pay attention to or recognize that which you truly are. And this can happen in any moment. And if you're wanting to bring it into the foreground first, or the first way to do that is to allow yourself to focus on anything that's grabbing your attention. A thought, a feeling, or belief, a perception. And then simply ask yourself, am I that? Or am I that which is aware? Now, as you keep doing this, you'll need to use this question less and less, because you'll feel, you'll experience directly that you are this being awareness, even in the activity of life. But use this question freely whenever you feel like you need to remind yourself. And as you start to recognize this being awareness, you'll find that this love, which is one of its qualities, also becomes more something that you're aware of. You discover that that awareness that you are is actually quite affectionate. It's neutral to all experience. It's uninvolved in all experience. Yet it is affectionate to all experience. And you can also support this by allowing yourself to just love that which loves. That which loves is this beingness or this awareness. We often think that I, as a person, love. But love is just what is natural as you know that you are pure awareness. It's actually natural even before then. When you say, I love something or someone, it is that same love. It's just been qualified or separated a little from itself by this illusion or this imaginary intermediary called a personal self, a me that's separate from you. And all these imaginary boundaries naturally dissolve as you explore the truth of who you are And as you allow yourself to fall in love instead of with an object, but with the source of love itself, the more you allow yourself to fall in love with the one self, the one light, that which you truly are, the more your world and your experience is radically transformed. So let's explore that together. In this moment, could you just simply pause or stop? And just simply be what you are and or notice what is. Whenever you just simply pause the mind, or when it pauses by itself, you are that which is still there, even in the absence of thinking. You are that which makes what you think is lovable or lovely possible. It's actually where the enjoyment of any experience comes from. It comes from its essence, not from that which changes. So in this moment, if there's any noise in the mind or anything that you feel more identified with than that pure beingness or awareness that you are, just simply check. Are you that? Or are you that which is aware? I think if you really are open to this, you'll see that you are the awareness. You are that which allows for experience, yet is colored by none. And so check again, whatever you're experiencing in this moment, are you that? Or are you that which is aware? And we could go even further than this. At first, we notice what we're not. And that being awareness is what's left over. But if we pay attention, we can discover that even what appear to be separate from that or from us or what we are is awareness as well. So as you just allow yourself to be in this moment, check to see if this beingness has any boundaries that you can find. And then allow yourself to focus on any object of perception. And then check. Is that object of perception actually separate from that awareness or beingness? Or does it just appear that way? Is it appearing in awareness or beingness? If you have no boundaries, how could it be separate from that which you are? And if you dive even more deeply into that exploration, you will also notice that even that object that appears to be appearing in awareness is also made up of that same awareness. That boundless awareness that you are, all is. And the more you recognize that, the more there's an experience of love. Being love is natural. And all that you experience is not apart from that. And then in this moment, allow yourself to just fall in love with yourself, with that love that you are. It's probably already happening naturally. But as you give your attention to that, what happens is there's a magnifying of that experience. There's an opening to it, an unfolding of it. So in this moment, could you allow yourself to love yourself as that which loves? And could you do that even more? Could you allow yourself to love the self as that which loves? And could you do that more still? Could you allow yourself to love that which loves? And just notice what unfolds as you do that, even though it's not really a doingness. It's more of a beingness. Okay, good. So I highly encourage you to explore or allow yourself to love that which loves. And you can just do that from time to time throughout the day, whenever you think of it. And at first, it will appear as something you need to do. But then you'll notice it is simply what is. Thank you for joining me in this podcast. I hope you've been enjoying this podcast and all of them as much as I have. I hope you've enjoyed our time together. We'll do special ones like this every now and then. And of course, we'll be having plenty of more featured guests to share their wisdom and insights with you. If you've enjoyed this podcast, please subscribe so you have immediate access to future episodes. Please give us a 5-star rating and share it with people that you care about. These episodes are dedicated to sharing the eternal teachings from the greatest secret and the power of letting go. If you'd like to learn more about my work and my mentor, Lester Levinson's work and the Sedona method, please visit sedona.com. As you explore our site, you'll learn the key to lasting happiness, success, peace, and emotional well-being. We have books, courses, events, and plenty of free material to explore. Again, go to sedona.com. That's SEDONA.com. Thank you for being here, and we'll catch you on the next episode of Letting Go and the Greatest Secret.